So now I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible. Okay. So in today's session, last class itself, ma'am has taught about some join operations, right? Hope you guys remember that. In today's session, we are going to see the same example about the invoice details, right? So regarding to this invoice details, we have already seen the many examples, but with the join and group by, so all together in the with class. Okay, this is the example which we are going to see in today's session. So let us try to frame some questions, and after framing questions, I will try to make a joins within them, and I will let you know what is the difference between each join, and what is mean by where class. We used so far, we used a where class to join the tables, right? And also how to achieve the same thing using the join, using inner join. Okay, so these are all the things we are going to see in today's session. So now I'm going to frame a question. Okay, so we will take the item group. Okay, so we will take the same item group. So what I want is, so I want to get the top 5 item. Okay, so already we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, 4. Okay, let me get the top 3 items. So I need the top 3 items with the highest total value in the invoice details. See here in invoice details, what are all the items which is having the top 3? Okay, top 3 values. So this is the question we are going to frame. Use 3 to get the top 3 item group with highest total value in. So this is the question we are going to form now, right? So initially what I am going to do is I'm going to give everything inside the with class. Okay, so we have already seen about the with class. So with is a block which can able to separate the larger query into smaller queries. So that is the advantage of with class, and we have already seen one more advantage, like we can able to reuse the things, right? Reuse that particular block. So this is the advantage. So I'm going to use both join and group by everything in the with class. Okay. So item group is nothing but the block name which I'm going to give. Group total. Any name you wish. Okay, any name. As so inside this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my item group and sum of values. Okay, the item group is, it should be comes from this item group. Okay, and sum of values, and it should be comes from the invoice details, right? So how to join these two tables? Using the join operation, we are going to achieve this. Okay, so select, I'm going to select item group sum of. So IM is nothing but I'm going to give the name of the, I'm going to give the alias name of the item master as IM. Okay. and sum is nothing but sum of values. I need the sum of values for this particular ID, right? Sum of values. So ID is nothing but alias name I'm going to give for the item details, right? Invoice details. So that is the alias name. So I'm going to fetch this particular item. Excuse me, just a minute. Hope my voice is visible. Sorry. Hope my voice is audible. Screen is visible. So what I'm going to do is, so item ID. I'm going to select the item. Sorry. So ID is nothing but this is the invoice detail. I'm going to give alias name for invoice detail. And I want the sum of all this value, right? So id dot values as, so I'm giving alias name as total values. Okay, so this is the alias name which I'm giving for this particular aggregate function, right? So where I need to fetch all these things from invoice details. So invoice details. So ID is nothing but my alias name. Using this ID, I'm doing the aggregate function sum of ID dot values. Okay, values or value. Okay, it's value. Okay, so I'm going to join, right? I'm going to join this particular table with the item master. So far what we have seen, so far we have seen to join with the where class, right? So we have seen, say, so far like this only we have seen, right? These are all the queries which we have seen using the where class. See here, invoice ID equal to, so all these ID should match with my invoice ID master from these two tables. So like this only we have already seen, right? So now what we are going to do is, now using join. So when I give this simply join, it means the inner join. So what the inner join will do, okay, what the inner join will do is, consider this is one table. Okay, this is one table. Okay, and this is one table. This is the idea of another table. Okay, this is the idea of another table. Okay, so this inner join, what this inner join will do is, it will match the IDs. Okay, it will match the IDs from the both of the side. 13 should get matched with 13. Okay, 13 will be entered. 14 should match with 14. Okay, 14 will enter. So likewise, it will match up to 23. And it excludes this 12 because this 12 is not present in the right side of the table. Consider this as an ID of the first column, and this is the ID of the second column. ID of the second, sorry, ID of the first table and ID of the second table. Okay, so what the inner join will do is, this will exclude while getting the result. Okay, this will exclude the values which doesn't present inside the another table, which is the right side table. I'm going to join. So this will exclude that particular value, and it will take only the values which is getting matched. Okay, so here the 12 is not going to come. Similarly, if some items is present inside the item master, so all the items should be inside the item master, right? Sorry, in what happened? Oh, I have changed the order of the table. Okay. Okay. See here, all the items should be present inside the master table, right? So that is the rule. So if some items got sold from the some item got sold and some item may not got sold, right? So for example, if my 26 pulses is not going to sold, right, and 25 pulses has not sold yet, so those entries might not be present in the invoice details, right? So for that particular item ID may not present in the may not present in the invoice details from the item master, right? So it will what the inner join will do is it will exclude all those items. For example, here 25 and 26, it will exclude all those items and it will bring down all the entries from 1 to 24. So that is the concept, right? So this is called as inner join. So inner join is nothing but it will match what are all the things matched from the both the side. It will brings us a result. So that is the inner join concept, right? So same thing which we have did using the where condition also. So where condition, by using where condition, we can achieve only inner join, not the others. Please keep this in your mind. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is join item master. So I'm going to join the item master. IM is the alias name I'm going to give on ID dot. So ID is nothing but my invoice details alias name. So ID dot item ID should be equal to IM dot item ID. So this both columns should be same. So what are all the values are same in this both. Okay. So in this item ID should match with invoice details item ID. So that value, it will brings that value alone. Okay. So now I'm going to do group by. So why I'm doing group by? So because I need to group the items. Okay, I need to group the items and to find the sum of value of each and every item present in the item master, right? So that is why we are doing the group by. So we are doing group by for what? For the item group, right? So for the item group, we are going to do the group by. So this should be within the with class. Okay. Now from this above block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select. So from the above block, I'm going to select the item group and its total value. See here the total value which we have already calculated inside the inner block itself. Right? Now I'm going to fix its name alone. Right? Now I'm going to, sorry, I have given it as total value. So let us keep this as an alias name. So I'm going to fix this total value alone. Okay. Total value alone in the outer select. Okay. In the outer select main query. From what is the block name? This is my block name. I'm going to fetch all these selected items in this block only. So I'm going to fetch, I'm going to give the table name as this block name. Okay. And what else I need? Okay, I can do any order by or anything. Okay, order by. So this will gives me, see, this particular query will gives me all the sum of values, right? All the sum of values. Okay. and it group by the items, and it will give item wise sum of values for all the items in the item master, all the item groups in the item master. What I need is, I need only top 3 items, right? I need only, please keep this in your mind. What is the question asked? We need only top 3 items. So in order to do that, I want to order, okay? I want to order in the descending order wise, so that only I can get the top 3. In the descending order wise, I'm going to order what? I'm going to order I'm going to order by, I'm going to sort. I'm going to sort this value. What this value contain? This value contain the total sum of the value, right? Into descending order. Limit 3. So that's all. So we will get only top 3 items. Okay, we will get only top 3 items. Okay, I will open the Postgres. And I'm going to connect it with our database /e nm db plus, right? So I'm going to increase the font size. I'm pasting this. So what happened? Join item master does not exist. Okay, I have to give the proper name. What is that? Item underscore, not underscore. Okay, that is that. Okay. What happened? Select item group missing from class entry. Okay. From item group order by total value. So where the error is coming from IM. Okay, it's not IM. See why? Because I have given IM as a name inside this block. So this will not be going to reflect for this select statement. So it is raising an error. Okay, now you can see I'm getting the top 3. See here, I'm getting the top 3. Okay, top 3 items and its sale total value so far. Okay, so how we achieve this? Using, so we have found all the values, the sum of the values for all the items inside the block, but what I need is only for the top 3 items. So using this block, I'm reusing this block inside the select statement, and I have selected only top 3 by doing the sorting. Okay, so this is the first question we have completed. We will move on to the next question. Okay, so you can see here I have put only one join. So this is equal to, you can see this is equal to, we have already seen the var class, right? We have already seen the var class. So now I'm going to change the same thing with the var class. Okay, var, this is equal to var id, item id should be equal to this and this. Okay. You can see here I'm just changing the, instead of join, okay, instead of join I have put the var with the condition. See, keep this in your mind, this is applicable only for the inner join, not the others. Okay, I have already explained you about the inner join. We are getting the same thing. So using the var condition we have achieved the inner join. So using this syntax also you can able to do the same. So where this item ID equal to this item ID. So you can see here we have, it will match like this. 12, it will, whether it is matching with any item or not. No. 13, yes, it is matching. So it will give the entry. 14, yes, it is matching. So it will give the entry. 15, yes, it is matching. So this is like an inner join. What the inner join will do? The same thing. Okay. What are all the IDs matching with the column, with the table which is we are going to join in the right side. So it will match all the IDs and it will give that entry, particular entry. This is with respect to the inner join and where the comparison. So we have seen the comparison, right? Comparison of where class with inner join, right? So you can't do this the same thing with the left or right. So if you want to do just a single join, you can, instead of doing this inner join, you can use this where condition itself. So that is the point here. Okay. So let us move on to the next question. So what is the next question I'm going to do is, okay, I will get the total value of each item group in the invoice table for a specific date range. Okay. So the second question is, get the total value of each item group in invoice details, right? Invoice details table for specific date range. So this is my requirement. Okay. So okay, I'm having 1 month data, right? So I will do it like this. So instead of specific date range, or first 10 days of the month. Okay, 10 days. Okay. So using with class with, so any name. So I will take the same name. Okay, I will take the same name because we are going to do the same total thing for the specific date, right? As select, I'm going to select the first thing, I'm going to select the item group, right? From the item master, I need the item group. I am not. So the same thing, item group, right? Item group, and the same thing, the sum of values, right? The same thing as the total value, sum of values. From invoice details. So up to this, the everything is same, right? So from invoice details, now I'm going to join it with the invoice master. Okay, join with the invoice master on. So the same thing, invoice master. Okay, so it should match with item IDs, but with the condition of, what condition we need? I need to do it with some specific date range. The above thing, okay, we have calculated for all the dates, right? It by default calculated for all the existing one. But here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it for with a specific range. So with the help of where condition, um, with the help of where condition, I'm going to do it. But you can see here, I have joined the item master and invoice details, right? But what I need to do is, again, I'm going to join the invoice master with the item invoice details. So here what I need is, I need a double join. So there are two joins I need, right? So with respect to invoice master, so my table name INV master. INV master, I'll keep this as IV. Okay, I'll keep this alias name as IV. On what I need to join. So I need to join on this invoice ID should be equal to this invoice, right? So IV dot invoice ID, right, should be equal to ID dot invoice ID. Okay. So there are two joins, right? The both are inner join. So we have already seen there are two how to join the two tables with the help of var class. And also we have already seen the join with more than one table, the same var class, right? In some, see here, we have already seen this two table, right? And also three tables also we have already seen, I think. In some queries we have already seen in last class itself. So all those things using var class, whatever the thing we are using with the help of var class, and I'm joining with the help of var class, it is inner join. Okay, please keep this in your mind. It is nothing but an inner join. Okay, we have already seen what is the inner join. So I'm joining the three tables now. Okay, using inner join, I'm joining the three tables. Either you can use in this way, okay, inner join, or else simply you can give like this. Just a join or inner join. Either one you can use for the inner join. Okay. So with the condition of what, IV dot my invoice date should be greater than, or here I'm going to use between. So I have already told you, you can able to use greater than, equal to, less than, equal to operator to bring the in between date, or else you can use the between. So either one you can use. So here I'm using between. Okay. So my date should be, what is the date? What are all the range of date we are having? So with this month, right? For the 11th month, I'm having. I will do it for 10 days alone. So I'm mentioning it within the single quote. So for the first 10 days, I need the sum of all the values. Okay. So this is the condition I'm going to give. And this condition should be according to the, see here, after giving the sum of values, if you didn't mention the items to get grouped, okay, then it will do the sum for all the values and give you the total sum between these two dates. That I don't want. I want for the all the item group wise, I need to do the sum. Okay. So item group wise, I need to do the sum. For that, what I need to do, I need a group by. Group by im dot item group. That's all. Okay. So this is the, you can see here, this is the query inside my with the class. So now it will group all the items. Within this date, it will group all the items. So inside the block, it will do the group by for all the items within this range, and it will calculate the sum of values. So outside the um, this block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select item group. Okay, and this total value, right? This is alias name we have already given for the sum of values. Total values for what? Total values from this is the table name right now, right? This is the table name, which means a block name, and this block contains the result set of this table, all these three tables, right? So if you want to choose only the three items, okay, you can use this particular query. If you want to choose only the three items, until this it will gives you all the items. But if I do the order by and for the total value, and if I select the only limit of 3, then it will gives me the top 3 item within that particular date range. Okay, IV not exist. Okay, I didn't give Dahlia's name, I think. INV master. Okay, INV master we are already having. IV for what it is showing the error. The var class it is showing the error. Okay, what is the date name? INV underscore date, right? So here I have given the syntax error, the spelling mistake, right? You can see the total values of all the top 3 items within that particular date range. This for that particular month, the first 10 days alone. Okay, so we have given say the same thing, the same inner join thing. You can able to achieve it using the var class also. See here, I'm giving the invoice master. You can see the same query INV. Okay, the invoice master as an IV. Here I'm using and with the same thing. You can use it. See here, that's it. Okay. So in order to do the join for 3 tables, right? Either you can use it like this or using where condition. You can use it like this by giving from comma comma this table 1, table 2, table 3. But keep it in your mind, this can be applicable only for the inner join. Okay, this can be applicable only for the inner join. I'm repeating the same thing because you should not confuse it with other joins. Okay, so that's all for the second question. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for the same thing. Okay, we will make some more queries with the count star and everything. Okay, within the with class itself. So this is the query. Okay, I will try to frame it to get the count of items of each item group in the item master. So we will do it. Get the count of items in each item master. This is very simple query. Okay, but we are going to do it with the with the class with item counts any name. Okay, item counts as select item group, right? Item group, comma, count star as total count. So any name, any alias name, total count, any alias name, OUP. Okay, from what? Item master. Item, item master, and I'm going to do a group by. Group by item group. Now what I'm going to do is it will do the group by. Right here, what we did is we have used a simple group by inside the with class. Okay. Now outside that block, what I'm going to select is I'm going to select the item group. Just a minute. The same thing, the total count, right? The total count from where I need to select it from this block. Okay, this block will return the query. So that's it. So this is very simple. What happened? Item master. Okay, what is the table name? Again, I'm doing the same table name mistake. So it will group by all the items present in the item group. Okay, and it will give the count. So what we did inside this query, just I did the count star. So what the count star will do, it will do the total count of the individual item. I did the group by here. It will count the individual item. Okay, what are all the individual items we are having in the item master? See here, the rice is an individual item, oil is an individual item, veg similarly for the pulses. So it will do the count for each and every individual item if I do the group by. So I have just given inside the with class in order to show you how to do it inside the with class. Okay, and I have selected those things in the outside. So yes, hope you guys understood what we have did so far, right? So how to make an inner join. So for now, what I did was inside the with class, I did some group by things and join things, right? And the next thing is we have compared. Okay, we have compared the inner join with the where class. Okay, what the where class will do while doing the in joining the two tables, and we have compared it with the inner join. Okay, I have already shown you the query with the inner join and with the where class, right? How similar it is. Okay, so these are all the things we have seen in today's session. Now we will move on to the some exercise part. Okay, exercise part and the poll questions. Okay, so we will stop the recording now. Rajesh, we can stop the recording.